Hey, what's going on, Team Gemini? This is Brandon with Wow, here to bring you your Weekend Vibes energy read for the dates of August 9th through the 11th. We're just coming off of the evening. The climax of the Lionsgate Portal event is still going on for a couple of more days, about a week or so. So just be aware that everybody is going through changes, whether you come to watch these videos or not. Everybody is affected by it. Everybody's receiving these upgrades, and it's it's kind of like one of those things to where it's like in your hand and you didn't even know like who gave it to you or why, but it's there. We're all being changed by it. We're all being altered. So just be aware of that. That can be a major reason why you're experiencing the things that you're experiencing in your life, not only with yourself, but with others. So let's be aware of that coming into these next couple of days, coming into the weekend as well. For all my new viewers, thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate you stopping by to check your boy out. For everybody that's returning, thank you for continuing to rock with me. You guys are awesome. I'm going to continue to make these videos for you guys because I really enjoy getting into the collective energies and getting to spend this time with you. But let's go ahead and get into it. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic week so far. Hopefully Friday was productive if you had to work. I know I am. You see me making these videos, don't you? But yes, I hope everything is going wonderfully for you, swimmingly for you so far. But what do we have for the beautiful Gemini coming into, what date did I say? August 9th through August 11th. What do we have for the beautiful, oh, there it is. Whoop, whoop, as I like to say when cards just flop out like that. Okay, so I don't know if I told you guys that I didn't. The way I do the Weekend Vibe videos is I do 2 cards for each kind of Gemini out there, 2 cards for the single Gemini, 2 cards for the Gemini that's in a loving relationship, and then 2 cards for the Gemini that's maybe a little bit complicated, you're not sure where you stand, but let's see if the cards can help clear up some of that confusion. But the first card to pop out for my single Geminis out there is emotional balance. Let's make sure that we're maintaining, not allowing ourselves to slip into depression, not allowing ourselves to get into that place of desperation where we don't think anything is ever going to work out in our lives, because that's not the case. Sometimes things just take a little bit of time. When the cake comes out the oven, you can't just go and dig in. You have to wait for it to cool down. But let's make sure that we're maintaining our emotional balance so that we're not causing our own selves perturbation. We're not causing our own selves to get out of that crown energy, that majestic state. All right? And also, let's make sure that we're setting our boundaries. Let's make sure that we're applying our boundaries to ourselves to maintain that emotional balance, putting ourselves in check, because Gemini is very good at that. We're very good at saying, you know what, I feel like this, and I'm going to find a way to make myself feel better. We usually don't need anybody to help us get out of a funk, even though we do love it when people are willing to extend that helpful hand. But maybe that's what it's requiring too. We have to use this heart chakra energy to get out there and say, you know what, I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care what is trying to bring me down. I'm going to still go ahead and make some progress on climbing this mountain. I'm going to set boundaries on myself so that I'm allowing things in, but keeping out the things that are a little bit low vibrational. All right? And this is solar plexus energy. This is like getting out of the egotistical side of things and more using your personality to bring in the changes that you want to see in your life, all right? And for my Geminis in a loving relationship, we're going to make sure that we're keeping our roots nice and nutritionized, making sure our roots are very well taken care of. We want to make sure that the soil is tilled, that our foundation is secure. We want to make sure that home base is stable, make sure that our foundation isn't made of quicksand. That's pretty much what you want to do, especially if you're in a union, is make sure that the roots of your unionized tree is servicing the entire forest. Whenever you look into a forest, it's not just one tree you're looking at that's existing on its own. If you get into the root system underground, you'll see that they're interconnected. There are even trees that can be cut down and the stump will be kept alive by the other trees surrounding it. So let's make sure that we're doing that for our family unit and not allowing anybody to slip away or ourselves. All right. Also, for my beautiful Gemini in love, let's make sure that we're keeping that crown energy going, baby. Let's make sure that that majesty is just front and center. let's make sure that we're listening to that guidance as well, because it is taking you on your divine path, on your spiritual journey. It's never going to steer you wrong. It might challenge you a bit. It might say, hey, Gemini, why don't you see if you can modify this? Or, hey, Gemini, this is going on in your life. What can you do about it? Let me tell you. I'll whisper it. But that's what the guidance does. It doesn't force you. That's what free will is. The universe doesn't force us into anything. It says, this is what you can do. This is what you can do. Or this is what you can do. And it'll usually give you a bunch of different options and show you those outcomes, or what the possible outcome is for each. So make sure that you're adhering to that universal guidance, that pure awareness that the crown allows, okay? And for my complicated Geminis, the ones who are, let's enjoy life. Inner child. Let's make sure that we're allowing our solar plexus, the Manipura, to fuel us instead of tear us down, instead of destroying us, detonating us in a wondrous explosion of disaster. Let's make sure that our solar is emitting light. It is a beam, something that people can stand under and feel warmth. That's what inner child glow is all about, is that experience of jumping into the air and grabbing the rainbow from the sky. We want to make sure that we're trying to touch the sky this weekend. Don't allow anybody to take you out of that wonderful Geminian energy that everybody acknowledges and everybody's aware of. Yeah, sure, we can change at the flip of a hat, but when we want to be that beacon of light, it's very powerful. And it's wonderful for the people around us and for ourselves. Like that inner child glow is stimulus for not only those around you, but for you as well, and will get you out of that state of disillusionment, that state of bewilderment. It'll take you out of that funk of not knowing what's going on. When you just say, you know what? Forget that for a second. Let me just go and enjoy my life. Let me try to find something else to latch on that feeds me, that nourishes my soul. Okay? And also for my complicated Geminis, we're going to stay grounded. We're going to make sure that we're getting out there, maybe going and shaking your itty bits. Like Mystical said, shake your ass, but watch yourself. And that's what it's about sometimes. It's just getting out there and planting your feet firmly on the ground and letting the world around you know that you enjoy it. The universe will take care of you. Your spirit team will take care of you. Sometimes all you have to do is just kick back, relax, or go out and enjoy, and the rest will take care of itself. But the only way that's going to happen is if you make sure that the roots beneath your tree are just as healthy as the rest of it. All right? Well, that's all I have for you for right now, Gemini. I know that's a quick reading, and I try to keep them quick, especially for the weekend, so that you guys can go out there and enjoy yourselves. If you're heading out, have fun, be safe, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself this weekend, Gemini. Make sure that you're taking care of your unit. If you are in a loving relationship, you are the powerhouse. You are the guiding light. Sometimes, a lot of times, but just because of how we stand and how sure we are of what it is that we desire in life. So be that. Realize that about yourself. Stand in your power. Stand on your ground. Stand firm. Be strong. Be everything that Gemini is known to be, and you'll be just fine. But don't get egotistical. Don't be pompous. Don't feel like you're like you don't need to take yourself down a notch. Make sure that you're setting your boundaries appropriately so that you yourself aren't the cause of any problems, okay? But I love you guys. Take care. Have fun out there this weekend. If you're staying inside the house and taking kind of tending to yourself, have fun and be safe as well. I'll talk to you soon with the weekly energy reading. I love you guys. Peace and namaste.